This is Every Second with Cluren Williams. You know, man, as our young minds, man, y'all wise, man. Like y'all wise before your time, you know what I'm saying? And I like that, man. So what protocols, what precautions are you taking in your career not to fall victim to the same shit, the same Mo3s, the same shiesties, the same, like getting caught in the same shit. Don't nobody want to look up and be jamming your shit and then look up and then see you on the news because you didn't got shot or you didn't shot a nigga in the mall that y'all been beefing with and y'all stay 2 doors down from each other. One thing I don't understand is how a lot of people beef with each other and they always be around each other. It ain't like it be from a bunch of different sides. It's just like when you get robbed or when you kill. Like 95% or 98% of the time, if you get robbed or killed, it's by somebody you know, bro. Like by your partner, somebody like you been fucking with. And that's numbers. Numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I done sat in prison. I done sat in the federal holding. I done been in that and been in that thing. So I know for a fact how it is. They play a dirty game. Them laws will come in there and get your mama and your sister and say, man, hey, man, you going to tell us everything or your mama and sister going to jail. We ain't got to worry about it. We know you got big balls, big kahunas. You don't care about going to jail. But what you think about to your baby mama or your sister or your grandmother? See, when they start playing dirty games like that, them the stories you don't hear about. Why them niggas telling this shit? So just to avoid all that stuff, what kind of protocols are you getting ready to take, man, so you can have a healthy and long career?
One thing that I always think about is everything is moment. Everything is, we all got a date, you know? And it's sad to say we all got a date to die, you know? So while I'm here, what I do is I remain humble because most of the time when people start to get money like they get, you know, come millionaires, billionaires, all that type of shit, they feel like they can't be touched at that point. You know, they have people doing this for them and that, and you know, it remains unsolved right now until something big happened. Then you know you locked up. You know, then you out here bad because you lost what you had. Like take Suge for example. Suge, I ain't gonna lie, I like Suge. I fuck with him, but you know, take that for example. You know, you get too high in power, you feel like you can't be touched. That's why you got to remain humble no matter what, because you see these artists is dying out here. They coming in the game, they getting their bread, they getting their little portion, and then boom, it's gone. Everything over.
Everything over, man.
That,
It's crazy, man. Like Lil Melly, man. YM Melly. I used to like that cat. Like I was jamming him tough, man. I was like, man, he got all these murder charges. But the point is, man, we got to start making some protocol and protect our investments. If you doing music, whether you producing, making beats, whether you with your brother, you know what I'm saying, your brother backing you up, nigga, the time that he spend with you doing your thing, if he not doing no music, that's an investment. Y'all gotta protect each other, bro. You gotta protect what you invest in. And investments is everything. If you got kids, if you put money in your car, whatever you invest your time or your paper into, you have to start building a strategy to protect that by all means necessary. Because ain't nobody gonna keep on playing with the foo-foo. Nigga can't go to school, can't go to church, can't go to a strip club, can't go nowhere without somebody wanting to do something fugazi because they ain't got their mind on no money, man. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? It's good to invest, protect your investments, man. And I'm glad you own that, man. I'm glad to see that.
Also,
Uh, uh, uh,
winning statement. You feel me? Mental health, fam. Like words is life. You feel me? So like when you hear rappers, they talk about most of the stuff that they did when they was younger. You feel me? And where they are now. Like Lil Baby, you got Rollo Rodriguez and shit. You feel me? Like everything that you say is life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Pooh Shiesty talking about, you know what I'm saying? This is shit that he lived for. So winning, bro, winning, when you say winning, it's all about how what your perspective is in life, like what you striving for. You feel me? Pooh Shiesty, for instance, like this man, he only shiesty, you feel me? Like
yeah,
what he
yeah,
for is popping niggas, you know what I'm saying? Doing niggas like dirty, you feel me? But like,
it's his
and
motto.
then like J. Cole, you got J. Cole,
It's
fam.
his motto.
Like this man speaking life into people, you feel me? It's all about a message and what you believe in your messages. Cause like I can rap about some old shit, but that's not the shit that I'm on now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's that influence, you know what I'm saying, that influence of being an influencer. People don't take it like serious. Like artists get in and they be on some me shit and I shit. I'm just trying to come up. I'm just trying to get out together. I'm just trying to build a better life for my family. So the influence is not really looked at as power, but influential power is real. And one of the most strongest tools of leverage that we have as entertainers and athletes and etc. Is influential power. Some of us, a lot of those people, not gonna put their money back in the hood. You never see them in the hood putting no money back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. I don't see a lot of artists that's getting money going back to their hood. I don't know if they can go. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
they
why do that? Why do that when so many white people invested their money into the hoods? All these projects, the white people built that. Guess what? Black people move in and tear that shit down. I seen this shit
yeah.
in my hood. You feel me? Like 2001, that's when my project was built. The year I was born. 2020 come around, fam, that shit look run down. I wouldn't invest in that shit either. Cause as long as you got motherfuckers with the same mindset talking about, oh shit, I'm gonna shoot this nigga house up. Why invest in some shit when they just gonna tear it down?
Well, you can invest in a way to educate them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different. The community is not just based off one thing, right? Right. The land is the important thing, right? That's what we gotta try to shoot for because we gotta own something. But there's a lot of other things that make us that build us a quality of life. And for instance, even if you start with a little something, like my partner, I got out of the prison and my partner had a little league football team. It might not be nothing, right? It's kind of maybe even sound cliche. But when I tell you from the 8 to 7 years, that about 8 years I've been home, I seen this man and these take these kids and they have graduated. I'm talking about probably 200 kids, sending them to D1 colleges, right? And just watching that process, I'm like, man, this my, you know what I'm saying? This my nigga, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So I'm like, man, my point is what I'm saying is, we might can't change no motherfucking world when we come out, but one thing we can do and we should do as men, whether younger men or older men, and that's hold ourselves accountable and let's be responsible for what we can do. When you come in my hood, you might see a bunch of junkies. You might see homeless people. You might see some winos. You might see some niggas on the corner banging, shooting dice, whatever, smoking. But when you look at my grass in my yard, it stay cut. It look real nice. It got flowers. They all blossom, right? The yard look real clean. You don't see no ant piles, nothing. Everything look nice on the porch. What I'm saying is, yeah, my hood might be fucked up, but my responsibility is my household first as a man. My mama good, my kids good, my nephew's good, stuff like that. And my household is in order. So when I walk out the house, I ain't got to worry about nobody checking me and fucking with me because I've already put all my shit in order and I've took care of it. And if somebody do want to check me, then I got the right to do what I got to do and get them up off me. Now, if somebody want to correct me because I walked out my house and I didn't have things in order, say I didn't brush my hair, say I forgot to iron my clothes, say I was in a rush and I forgot my lunch, and I'm out here and I'm sitting up here asking my partner to take me and ride with him on lunch at work because I forgot my lunch. Little shit like that. And your partner say something slick to you like, nigga, why the fuck you ain't bring nothing? I ain't taking your bitch ass nowhere. And y'all start arguing but laughing. But you know how homeboys do. We always shoot the shit. But my point is what I'm saying is, if I decide to do these things before I walk out my house, everything is in order and I check myself, everyone from A to Z, my breath, everything I'm doing, my attitude, my heart, everything, then won't nobody check me when I leave out that house. Now, everybody gonna have the right to correct me because I'm not perfect, bro. And that's the only thing as men as we can worry about first. And if you do that, you will start seeing change in your neighborhood because it's a watchy world. You'd be surprised how many people watching you keep your shit together. You'd be surprised how many people watching you go over obstacles that they know goddamn well that they can't even make it through. You'd be surprised how a motherfucker looking and watching when you going through it with your girl and y'all still together. It's little shit that you think that motherfucker not even watching you doing, bro. that you present to the world, that if you keep in order and you recognize and you check, that is the blessing that we need. Because seeing is believing where I'm from. And we gotta see shit. So when we see a nigga keeping it 1,000, that's the inspiration. And now we can't all, got the resources or the bandwidth, nigga, to fix this shit. But if we do one piece at a time, my problem is niggas ain't doing nothing. See, that's my problem. I ain't saying a nigga gotta go back in the hood and end up like Nip. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we ain't got enough motherfucking nips. We ain't got 10 motherfucking nips. We ain't got 20 motherfucking nips. Hell, I can go back to the Bible when the nigga say, told Lot, take his ugly ass wife and run up out of here. And this silly bitch looked back, turned into salt, told her, hey man, look, let me tell you something. Find me 5 motherfuckers that can do right. And I won't burn the whole city down. Man couldn't find 5 people. And that's my problem. We can't find enough nips that's doing it, and these niggas making this money. Why we can't breed our own lawyers? Why we can't bring, if we want a boxing match, why we can't go down there, build our own shit and build our own boxing matches? That's just my problem, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Is that we ain't got enough. I do not expect nobody to come up right now and go back and do all for these niggas who ain't gonna do nothing for you. That is
I agree with you. Hey,
you know
bro.
That's very hard, bro. It is
Bro,
really
I agree with that. And like to add on to that, that's why like real talk, man, I ain't giving no advice and nobody ain't got their hands raised. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. Because like if you know what your favorite artists eat, if you know what they drive, if you know where they went to last week, you saw where they tagged in, hey man, it ain't my job to make you interested in generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What my job is to keep leading by example, keep doing what I said I was gonna do because I'm on my purpose. And the difference is there's a lot of folks that's doing shit that they like, but they ain't really doing shit on their purpose. You see what I'm saying?
And
Like,
purpose is very important. You know, I mean, cut you off, but purpose is very important.
man, talk that.
And it's hard for us to stay on that thing. So let me ask you fellas now, because a lot of the women, they done left off. So let me ask y'all, can you guys do what you trying to do at an ultimate level with your woman, with the woman? Or how you feeling about having that relationship?
Let me go ahead
Zaniel,
and mute.
Zaniel is here. You get out the way. Zaniel, you come on. You come on here, and I want you to help us and give us some information. I also want to know, Tuck, do you got your girl you thinking about selling down? How do you deal with your personal life while you working, bro? Like every nigga need to lay his bone down. I mean, what is you doing though? Like is you trying to stay with somebody to build with them, or how you looking at the women in your life, man?
So you got to lay a bone down. I'm in the elephant bone yard right now, and that's by choice. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got to go.
You single? You fucking around? You trying to get in something real? Can you work?
I mean, shit, I'm fucking
I'm trying to
around.
get something real.
Yeah, you know how that go. But shit, me personally, I feel like if I found what I was looking for, then yeah, I could do my thing with a female. Because one thing about it, that's when a man gets somebody that they really fuck with, you know what I'm saying, and you know she really fuck with you, that becomes your fucking journal. Like females got a diary, she becomes your journal, literally. Like it's the little things that you say to her that she'll remember that you forgot you told her, and she'll bring little things to life that you wanted.
Daniel, what you think, man? How can you speak on that? And also, I want you to introduce yourself before you do speak on it, man, because you are Black Excellence. Also, you can let us know any events. I met Daniel this past week, man, at one of the events that Nikki Robinson Porter had, man, about domestic violence, right? And it's funny because I go in here and I see all these women, but I see him speaking. And I'm like, man, I hope he ain't gonna sell us out and have me looking like some old woman beater nigga. I ain't gonna be looking at me crazy like, who is this nigga here? You know, one of them situations. And
Yeah.
but I went in and I heard him speak, man. He was kicking some knowledge, man. It wasn't about the man code, right? It wasn't about selling out the man and telling all the women, all the men private tools and what to use to catch you sneaking and all that shit. But it was more about putting things in perspective and being responsible when you do become a man. Because when you do become a man, you put away your childish ways. And a lot of people don't understand that phrase because they like to take their childish ways into the manhood. But it doesn't matter about age, it's about responsibility. A lot of people get thrown a lot of responsibility than others, and they don't understand why they had to man up or woman up. You got people who were maybe orphans. You got people who had to take care of their younger siblings or anything. And so whatever reason that or life dealt you to make you man up or woman up and be more responsible, that was critiqued just for you. And so, Zaniel, please, man, introduce yourself, man, and let's and give us some knowledge about these relationships, about domestic violence, about how we can stop and put a highlight on my brothers whooping on their girls, because that's another thing you see rappers doing, athletes doing. They keep getting jammed up for cold cocking their woman. Now, it used to be when we was younger, you can cold cock your woman whenever you want to, and it wouldn't be a problem. But it's 2021. You can't cold cock nobody, and it ain't gonna be a problem. But domestic violence, right, is a problem. My brother was shot 12 times by the Austin Police Department, y'all. And the reason why he was shot was because his girl called the laws on him. His girl brother went into my brother's house and called himself checking him and told my brother that he ain't fight, he do pistol play. So my brother basically gestured an empty weapon and told nigga, get out of my house, you damn fool. You ain't finna do nothing in my house. Go on, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? We family, you really going too far. He go out the house, tell his sister that my brother then put a pistol at his head in front of his wife and kids. She called laws and tell the police he's standing outside with a Uzi and he hallucinating on some drugs. And we look up 30 minutes later, and it's about 20 officers surrounded his house. 4 of them wind up shooting, and nobody takes the blame. And we go fast forward 4 years later, and because of that domestic violence call, it basically changed. It destroyed our life, but it also changed our life. So that's how serious domestic violence is. You know, the prison, the penitentiary is full of niggas locked up behind their girl. Let me tell y'all this now, for all you youngsters who don't know, who ain't never been on parole, who ain't got caught yet. See, you ain't got caught yet. You talking to a nigga who got caught already. Yeah, I didn't get caught. Nigga told on me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga told on me. I didn't get caught. Nigga told on me. Let's be clear. But you talking to somebody who already experienced it. So just know the penitentiary is full of niggas who done been arguing and fighting with their girl. It's too many times, nigga. Matter of fact, I looked up the other day and I seen a story on the news about little homie killing his girl. She was pregnant. You know, and we talking about 20-year-old people. Now, how the hell you in so much love over pussy? You only 20 years old, bro. How the pussy make you kill a nigga? If you 20 years old and you trying to kill a nigga over some pussy, I'm here to tell you on the Cluren Williams show, you whole all the way out of line, nigga. You a whole hoe out here. Like the famous words, famous me all time. You a whole hoe out here. How the hell you only 20 years old and you ready to take another nigga's soul for the jelly roll? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, now
See,
the jelly roll, that's a new one.
but let me get up off here because I don't want to do it like that.
Take
I don't
another
want to keep
nigga's
on. I don't
soul
want
for
to
the
do it
jelly
like that.
roll. Hold up, man. You're not gonna slide past that.
Yeah, you can't just get back that
Hey,
one.
you just can't slide. No.
That Harry Potter. Hey man, that Harry Potter. My daddy always told me that Harry Potter get you in trouble, bro. Watch out for that
Harry
Harry
what?
Potter. That Harry Potter. You hear me?
Oh,
Not
Lord.
Harry Potter. Not Harry Potter, but Harry Potter. You hear me? That Harry Potter gets you in trouble. Zaniel, can you tell us how to handle domestic violence when we're dealing with the Harry Potter? Please.
And see, we got to set them standards. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to have your own code. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a code that, you know, when we watch that James Brown movie, he was like, you ain't gonna make me come out myself. We allow other people what they do to us to control what we do. what they say, what they do, how they act. And we think how they act about, who we are and what they say to us, offended. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, think about it. If somebody came up and said, I think you're an alien from outer space, because that ain't true about you. Say something else like, I think I think you're cheating. I think you overdoing this. I think you're doing that. If you're defensive, same energy, and that person, all they were trying to do is draw you into their world because they're better at their world than you are. Out of home field advantage, they have to draw you in some some way or somehow, because that's the only place they feel powerful.
Okay.
By taking you from your high place and bring you to the world, now home field advantage because they know the rules.
You going in and out, not to cut you off, Zaniel. You going in and out there. If I can get you somewhere where you can sit still, so we can get some good clear, because you kicking it. I know you're gonna say something real. I know you're gonna give it to us real, and I need to hear this because I'm about ready to go in the motherfucking mile. Now I don't know about y'all, but it don't matter if you in a relationship or not. Sometimes you can be with your girl, side piece, whatever, and some of the things they say to you, you be ready to go in their mouth. You be like, man, who you talk like a sailor, dress like a prostitute, and smell like a 12-year-old girl. How the hell you gonna come in here and talk to me like that? Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Look, mama, because you got me all the way fucked up. You're talking like a
Nah,
sailor, you're dressed like a prostitute, and you smell like a 12-year-old girl. Now, get out of my car before I punch you in the mouth. But to keep me from doing all that, I know you gonna give me some game. You know what I'm saying? Give me some game. Right? But if you ain't, if you understand what I'm Tuko, come on, man.
you gotta cut them
Come on,
off,
man.
but
You
you
know I
gotta
ain't
cut them
lying,
off
man.
from
You
your
know I ain't
brain.
lying, man. It can be your side piece, anything. Sometimes, man. Have y'all ever just sit up there and roll with my?
Hey, hold on. Let me jump in
What?
here. Hold
What?
up. Let me
I'm
say
just saying.
something.
You
Look
said
at him, boy.
you ain't want to have nothing to do with this, Victor. So you ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm asking him. You know what I'm saying? Because this is his expertise. I'm trying to make sure, because what I don't want to keep going on is I don't want to see my brothers keep on going upside their woman head. I need y'all to understand, man, that we can't keep on fighting with our family, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's turning into something else. It's
Oh,
not just
man.
an argument no more.
I
How
almost
y'all in
snorted.
love and then you turn around, y'all want to kill each other. It's crazy. But like I
You can't
said,
feed into it.
no, you can't. And
Man, look.
that's why I was trying to get your perspective, but you keep coming in and out, Zaniel, so I couldn't hear you. And so Victor tried to come in and
All
take
right
the
now.
glory. Victor tried to come in and take the glory because he can talk anytime he want to. But you come in and out, and I can't hear you.
Yeah, I was trying to get a good. I was looking at the bars on here, and I got green. I got 4 of them right
All
now, so
right,
I think I'm good.
now tell us how we can stop from hitting her in the mouth.
My thing is, man,
All right, this who I am, and this the type of person I want to attract. You know, I had that energy coming up front. You know, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. It's up front. Even at the beginning, I don't have any space for you.
Yeah,
Like going on 6, 7 months. If you cut that thing out at the beginning,
at the beginning. So you
I
tell
say something.
So you telling me basically, no matter how drunk I am, no matter how late it is, if she get in the car smelling like a 12-year-old girl, just hit her in the mouth.
No, but what you got to do is you got to understand yourself first. Like that's 12-year-old girl. First off, you got to know where you at first. You know what I'm saying? It's self-responsibility. Just like I was telling the women's conference, we can talk about what men do all the time, but you can't complain about nothing you allow. You know, person
Yeah,
in your life right now, why is this person allowed to talk to you like that? Why
and that made a lot of
talk to
sense
you
to
like
me.
that? Why
It made a
one
lot of
time?
sense to me once I heard that too, especially when I heard it from another perspective. the first time I heard it from a victim's perspective, right? And then to hear like when you say if you're in an abusive relationship, right? I heard a woman say, man, I don't feel sorry for them because that's something they allow. And then the victim side is, well, you don't understand how hard it is to get out of an abusive relationship. And so to hear both sides and the perspective of both sides, it gives me a clear understanding of what I shouldn't do and just not fuck with the motherfucking bitch. You want to fight? You want to do all that? You want to do karate and
You
shit?
know what I'm saying?
Climb mountains? Go do it on your own, man. Go be by yourself. Go fight on all the mother food. You already dressed like a wrestler. 9 times out of 10, when you pull up on her, she gonna be smoking a black and mild, dressed like the Giant or Diamond Dallas Page or Ultimate Hogan or Hulk Hogan or something. You know what they wear, the spandex with the strap. They dress like wrestlers. So, if you want to wrestle and you want to fight and you want to do all that and you want to break your nails, go
Yeah,
do
we
it
gotta have the
with your
strap
home.
on.
Yeah, go do it with your homegirls. You ain't got to do it with me. I don't want none of that. I don't want no problems like that. And I'm glad you said that. Zaniel, thank you so much. You come in and out so much I can barely hear, but I heard what I needed to hear. And that's to kill it at the beginning before it go down. She get in here smelling like a 12-year-old. I'm pushing her out while I'm driving, nigga. Gone. You hear me? I'm not playing with you. You know better. Matter of fact, if you get in here in your purse full of baby wipes, I'm pushing you out the car. Now, get out of here. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm just messing with you.
Should be catchy early.
We don't promote
You know,
violence, bro. We don't promote no violence. We don't promote black on black crime or
I'm kicking you out the door. Even if they smell like a 12-year-old girl.
and we don't promote assault on your old lady
Oh
neither.
shit.
We don't
I'm,
promote assault on your old
hey,
lady.
bro, I'm tired of you.
So, but
Like,
look, what we do promote though is making time to heal. Making time to heal. You got to make time to heal, man. You know what I'm saying? And focusing on positive stuff and self love. Tuko, what you do to heal, man? What you do to heal from your past scars and pains, or somebody cheated on you or something? Well, I don't know what happened to you this month, but you know what I'm saying? So you got cheated in the dice game. Anything happened bad to you in your life, though? What do you do to self-motivate yourself and heal from that? Do you go travel, go on trips? What? Just smoke? What?
I go like to a quiet place because me, I'm known, like I'm popular where I'm at right now, but like I'm a loner, so like I like being by myself. I like my own company. You got to get comfortable with yourself before you can get comfortable with people. So
Oh,
I go out I listen to my own music and I reminisce to my own music, and that's how I come up with more music towards what I'm going through now. I listen to what I was going through then, and it motivate me to make more music to what I'm going through now.
that's what's up. I'm feeling that. Man. That's what's up. What about you, Zaniel? What are you doing, man, to heal and focus on some positive and self-love? What techniques are you using? What you doing?
Conference when I write, I'm a poet. So,
Poetry.
my
Okay.
first book to a
You're going in and out on me again, Zaniel. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna bring you back on. Next time I bring you on, I want you somewhere where you're sitting still. You get your laptop or something, because I need you to cook this stuff up, man. And I need you back. I do this every Thursday. So tell your people, Tuko, I appreciate you for coming, bruh. I wish you the best in what you're doing and building your brand. You can always come back if you got some partners that you supporting or whatever, man. Don't forget we got a team of investors that we doing. And we look forward to working with you in the future. And thank you for giving us your time. Victor, man, I appreciate you for giving us your time too. I'm about to get ready to go into the
man,
NFL picks of the week, man,
you
before
don't
we
want to
get
hear
ready
me
to get up
heal.
off of here.
on that.
What'd you say?
You don't want to hear me heal. You don't
No.
care about that.
Wait, yeah. I want to hear what you got. What do you do to heal? What you do to heal,
Hey
Victor?
man, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like what I do. I focus on my purpose. You hear that? Like he ain't want, like he gonna ask you, and your shit going in and out. He didn't talk to the young man. You know what I'm saying? He got music out. This
Yeah.
man that had me standing by, just like he want me to text my
Oh
shit
man,
in. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
my man, no,
Nah,
I
fuck
want to know
that.
what you do. I
Fuck
think,
that.
my man,
Nuh-uh.
that's on me. That's on me, man. That's on me. That's my bad.
My man Root, hey yo, he hit the skip button on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like he already had the notes out. No.
First time he had me was I
My
talking, but he
man,
had
man,
me
I
on
ain't
mute.
trying
I
to
was
do
like,
you
what?
like that. I ain't trying to do you like
Yeah, I
that.
know it. You know what I'm saying? Like I charge to your head, not your heart. I know you're trying to keep script. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep things pushing. But man, hey, the most important path to healing that was for me is that embracing your purpose. A lot of times, man, like our purpose be right in front of us, and we be pump faking. You know what I'm saying? We be denying it. It can't be this. It can't be this evident. It can't be right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Our feet can't be pointed at it. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like right there in front of us because we done worked so hard, and now we got the opportunity to do some dope shit. Now we don't even recognize the opportunity because we feel like it had to be such a grind to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say if I had to offer any input to any black man that's watching this, is that, hey man, fall in love with your purpose, man. Like, don't deny it. Recognize it's right in front of you. Tell people about it. Tell people what you're good at. Find what you're good at. If you find what you're good at, you're gonna find your purpose. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hobby, it ain't no activity. It's something that other people can see on you. You see what I'm saying? Like when they can see it on you, they know you done healed. They ain't ask you that question. You know what I'm saying? So, like my message to other men, you know what I'm saying, that's paying attention to this is that, hey man, embrace your purpose. Find something you good at, become great at, work on becoming an elite at so you can teach that. You see what I'm saying? So like when you line up on that, like all the stuff that makes sense is gonna align with your purpose. All the stuff that don't, like you ain't intimidated by it no more. You ain't tempted by it no more. You know what I'm saying? Temptation is relative to what you want. So, like, say that again to yourself, man. Temptation is relative to what you really want. And whatever you want, you focused on it. So, like, get on your purpose, then the people gonna line up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say about that.
Already. Well, I'm gonna get ready to go into my little spiel with my little football teams. I appreciate y'all, brothers, for coming on here, man. Again, thank y'all so much, man. I love y'all, man. Now let me get into the games of the week. You know what I'm saying? Ted, uh, uh, make sure you get all the information from everybody. Y'all leave y'all information, man. I love to bring y'all back in at a later time. Okay. NFL this week, man, we got New York Jets at Atlanta, man. Atlanta is giving the Jets 3.5. Jets won this past week, man. They beat Tennessee, which I don't know how I messed up all my money. Over and under is 45. Miami is at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is giving up 10.5, and Miami with 40. The over and under is 48. Carolina and Philadelphia should be a good game. I'm gonna take Philly +4 over 45. Okay, New Orleans and Washington. New Orleans giving Washington 1.5. New Orleans is boo boo, super boo boo this year. I'm sorry, I don't care how much y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this, but you let the Giants beat you, New Orleans. I'm sorry, you trash, you're garbage, you're out of there, you're through. Come back, Drew Brees, Austin, Texas, in the mix. Come back, Drew Brees, please, man, cause New Orleans fucking off everybody money. All right, Tennessee and Jacksonville. Tennessee is giving Jacksonville 4. Tennessee is boo-boo also. Jacksonville probably beat them too. They get on my nerves, and the over-under is 48.5. Detroit and Minnesota. Minnesota, man, they still going to play hard, you know, but Detroit looking like they can probably pull off their first win because Minnesota ain't all that either. And Minnesota's giving up 7.5, and the over and under is 49.5. We got Denver and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh giving up Denver 1.5 to Denver. That sound cool. And the over and under is 40 on that. Green Bay and Cincinnati. Cincinnati is getting 3 points from Green Bay. Green Bay should thrash them and cover. New England and Houston. Houston is doo-doo. New England will beat Houston. But they giving up 9.5. Don't know nothing about that game besides the fact that Houston is trash. That's what that is. That's what that is. Chicago and Las Vegas. Vegas giving Chicago 4.5. Vegas finally took their first loss against Los Angeles Chargers, which was a great game. Whether they got beat by 2 touchdowns or not, it was still a great game to watch. And the Chargers needed that win. I'm glad they won. Cleveland versus the Chargers also, and the Chargers are giving Cleveland 1. Dallas and New York. Dallas will thump over New York, and they'll give them 7. And Arizona and San Francisco. Arizona's giving San Francisco 5.5. And then also the night game will be Buffalo and Kansas City. Kansas City giving Buffalo 2.5. This is going to be one of the games of the week. Buffalo and Kansas City at Kansas City. Kansas City need this win. Buffalo has been playing tremendous football since the beginning of the season. Look forward to an entertaining game, and it's going to go over 56.5. And I'll take Kansas City at home with that 2.5. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. This will conclude our show for today. Thank you guys so much for coming in and spending some time with me. Every second with Cluren Williams. We got so many different people coming back on, and I appreciate y'all for who did come. Shout out Erica, Nikki, Terry, Victor, Zaniel, Tuko, all my artists that was here today, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my promotion team, Mojo Rising. Shout out to my boys out there. Justice for Lawrence Parrish. We will not and we will never quit until we get peace. We lost, but God still saved my brother and he brought him home. And that was the blessing. The blessing was in my brother living, being shot 12 times, and for us able to hone our own story and build from this day forth. I do not feel like a loser. I do not feel like somebody that let the world down. I don't feel like I am a mistake, and I hope you guys don't feel like that either. We're going to continue to fight. And before I go, I want to leave you with a message today. You have to go through some things, okay? You have to be okay with going through some things. Trust the process. And what does that mean? There is a process for everything in life. And a lot of people don't understand that there is a process. It's similar to maybe getting on a train and enjoying a train ride. While you travel on that train, you'll wind up seeing things that you could never see in the airplane or on the boat. You'll be able to see the actual inside of the world, the cuts, the bruises, the pretty, the beautiful, creatures that maybe we'll never be able to find. You're going through the valleys and the shadow and the death on this train. But you shall fear no evil, because thy God is with you. Thy rod, thy staff shall comfort you in the time that you are in need. Thank y'all so much. Stay positive, stay dangerous, stay woke. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. See you next week at the same time. Peace.
Scotty! Life is a dream.